Hello guys and welcome to ERL Season 5 F3 Russian Grand Prix. We have, I think today, we have a title to decide. Or no, I lie. We don't. That's in the other divisions. If you didn't see, in one of the divisions, F1, the title was wrapped up last week, I want to say, by Michael. And tune in to F2 later, where another person could wrap up the title. But slightly closer in F3, Falcon only 65 points ahead after he didn't actually get to race last week at Singapore. It disconnected before that. Tavo winning and Ari picking up a crucial second place to reel him back into this championship fight slightly. 65 points, not a whole lot with 6 races to go. But I guess the more important one, well, actually, that's the drivers' one, where drivers can obviously show off how great they are. But in the Constructors' Championship, which is a little bit closer at this point, 1 point Ferrari by a point behind. But Force India this season, still quite a lot of podiums for them as a team. We have the top 5 actually, all here. So it's long straights, I guess. 2 long straights, a massively long turn 4 that ever, and last sector notoriously very tricky and actually can overheat the tyres. So they do have to watch out for that. Let me just share the link to this stream in all the chats quickly. There we go. And there we have it. But we are going to go. Sorry, I'm a bit disorganised tonight. Only just got in, so I'm trying to do the best I can. But we're going to go on board with Ari on his first lap. Obviously, the hypersofts around here, tyre wear doesn't really affect anyone. Well, it shouldn't do anyway. But here we go. Ari in the Sauber, starting his first lap of this Russian qualifying. Down the pit straight, he was, I guess a bit wide into the final corner, but it doesn't really matter as the straight is very long. It doesn't matter about top speed as you hit turn 1 here. Very, very late on the brakes there from Ari. And now through the very, very long turn 3, just never seems to end. But now it does. Eventually, you get there with the Fiat grandstand on the right-hand side of that corner. But the Sector 1 split now of 33-1 from Ari. We'll have to compare that to everyone else as he goes through. Sorry for the poor connection, by the way, guys. I'm trying to sort that out. But Ari coming through this middle sector now. I have always not been a big fan of this track, personally. Mainly because that middle sector, it is a bit... The corners are very easy to extend or to just cut straight through. And that corner as well, I find quite easy to do that. But this seems like a very nicely hooked up lap so far from Ari. Tavo goes on provisional pole with a 31.9. Let's see how close Ari can get to that. If he can't beat that, there is, I think that's the other Sauber just in front of him of Riley. But he's not going to get held up by his teammate, I do not think, as he comes through the final corner now. What's this going to be? A 31.4, and he's on pole by 5 tenths there, Ari, on to the top step. Well, so far, who else is on a lap? Have we got Falcon? This might be a quick lap, actually. Let's just stay on board for the rest of this lap. I think it is a quick lap, so we'll just stay on board with Falcon as he comes through to the pit lane. Oh, Jagos moves out of his way there. But as we come into the final 2 corners, oh, it's a... I don't know if that's a bit of desync maybe. The final corner now, it's a 31.6. So just off Ari. Very good lap from Falcon to run himself into second place at the moment. Who else have we got far around on a lap? Ehenen, I think, is just about to start one, and Jay Ghost's also on. I think he's just started one as well. Verstappen, I don't know if he's on one, but yeah. So we've got a lot of drivers in that first sector. Yeah, I'm trying to find someone who is at the end of their lap, kind of. We'll go with Verstappen. He's 2 seconds down, so I think he's backed off. So don't really need to go with Verstappen at this point. Heavy rain for the race. Sorry, I didn't read that, but that will make this a really weird Grand Prix. I have never commentated over well, I don't remember commentating over a full wet race. If I have, let me know, especially in this league. If I have, then I'm being a bit stupid, aren't I? But no, I don't remember doing a full wet race in this league, like commentating over one, so this could be fun. Also, it throws strategy in qualifying completely out the window, as we're going to go on board with Ehenen now. So Edem has just set a time that's put him 8th at the moment. Mystic Man's in 6th, Dark Ninja in 5th. But yeah, Verstappen, oh, Ehenen loses the back end there. I don't know if that's towards tyre temperatures as well, because obviously these Hypersofts are not the nicest tyre to drive. Over one lap, yeah, they feel quick, but the grip doesn't necessarily always feel there, and Ehenen actually manages to put that 8th, so after that spin, that's quite a good effort. Motoristi, how far around? Yeah, he's behind. There are yellow flags in this section of the track. I don't know why they are for. Green, they've just gone green past Jay Ghost, so I don't know what that was about, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. More yellow flags in Sector 1. It might be just people slowing down, getting out of the way, but quite neat from Jay Ghost so far as he comes onto the back straight. Second DRS zone of the track. As I said, long straights, kind of 90-degree corners in that second sector as well. And then this final sector, very hard on the tyres. Not particularly hard on the brakes, but Ehenen has retired from the session. Do not know if that was in the pits or... But, yeah, Jacos coming around to finish his lap, is he? No, he's heading into the pits. So, Jacos not going to set a lap yet. Is Motoristi going to finish his lap? He is. Motoristi, I don't know if this was a... I think this is a full lap. So, Motoristi goes into 8th place with a 32.6 on his banker. We have Max Wheatley on a lap. So, we'll follow Max through what is left of this second sector. This corner, notorious for penalties around this track here in Sochi. Cool fact about Sochi, the Sochi Autodrome, it's built round, well, I think everyone knows it's built round the 2014 Winter Olympics Park. Well, that hosted, Sochi hosted the Winter Olympics in 2014. And you can actually see all the stadiums. There's the Fish Stadium in the middle, which also hosted matches at the Football World Cup. Some are just gone. And yeah, overall it's a massive sporting venue, this area of Sochi. And it's really, well, it's attracting people. But Max goes into second place, a cracking lap from Max. I did not think... I didn't really check the delta times while I was talking about Sochi, but Max Wheatley into second place, a very good lap from him. Only a 10th off pole, so Max really making him a name for himself in this season so far. I think his first race was Germany, and he's been very strong since then. Let me just check. Max Wheatley, first race in Germany, took 10th place, and then second race in Hungary, took 6th. Belgium, he took 4th. The last 2 races he's retired. But, yeah, he's really made a name for himself in this league so far. He's doing very good week in, week out. And that is proof. Second in qualifying so far, with about, well, over half the session gone. 2 drivers yet to set laps. Verstappen, who is out on track. And I think this might be a quick lap as well. So we'll stay on board with Verstappen here. Coming up to this second sector split, Dark Ninja has retired. He's up in 4th above Tavo right now, who is the last week's race winner. Saying that, Tavo goes on to pole. So with a 31-1, he is 3 tenths clear of anyone at this point on his second lap. And Ari goes pole again. 30.08. Oh, 30.8. We are into the 30s. But here comes Verstappen. What's it going to be? A 31-0 from Verstappen. So he's up to second. So that makes it interesting. The championship leader down in 5th right now. With a full wet race, that will not be where he wants at all. One driver yet to set a lap now, and it is Jay Ghosts. But he is on an out lap, so I feel like he'll be setting one now. We have Falcon about to start a lap, I think. Yeah, I think he's about to start one. We got anyone else on a lap? These guys have just done a hot lap. So we'll go on board with Falcon for the rest of this lap round the Sochi Autodrome. There you can see it, the Fisk Stadium in the background there. As we head down to what is technically turn 2, with the little kink of turn 3, a bit wide through turn 2. Now round the insanely long corner of turn 4. This is going to drag me out through during the race. Turn 4, not a difficult corner really. Into turn 5 now. That's a good exit from Falcon down to the first sector split. He is, I think that's a half a tenth down on Ari. Goes a bit wide out of turn 6. Now turn 8 that was. Keeps it neat and tidy. Turn 9, could maybe carry a bit more speed, but generally that was a good second sector. I don't know if he's invalidated. It doesn't look like he has, but now he's on to the back straight here at the Sochi Autodrome. What's the sector split going to be? He is 5 tenths up. I don't know if that's 5 tenths on his time or 5 tenths on the leaders. I have a feeling it's not 5 tenths on the leader. I have a feeling it's 5 tenths on his own time. He runs it right out onto the curb in this final sector. Little elevation change, which can be very difficult to some drivers. But through now to the end of the lap, he's heading into the pit. So he was up, but he's going to pit instead to try and make it round for that final run. They're all going out for that final run, trying to take advantage of the track at its best. I think that was Tavo coming out the pit lane right now. There we go. There's Tavo in that number 48 Mercedes, trying for back-to-back wins for the first time this season. He's won 3 races with 3 other podiums, and 4th in the championship right now. 1 point behind Verstappen and only about 16 behind Ari. So he is not out of this. The top 4 separate by 81 points at this point. Verstappen the only one without a win so far. But he's just been overall consistent most of the season. Had a bit of unfortunate time in the last couple of races. There's a disconnect from Ehenen, who's down in 12th after he retired from this session. What is the best dry strategy? Don't know, never done Russia on this game. I have a feeling it's hypers to ultras though. Actually, why am I telling Rinke? Actually, Rinke, I'm telling you because I want this championship to stay open a little bit longer. But as we carry on now with Tim Veg, I think this is a hot lap from Tim Veg. But into the final sector now. Oh, he's messed up. I think he's coming into the pit lane. So Tim Veg into the pits. Olsen Senegal has just jumped up into 13th place, but still outside that top 10. Astronauti still outside that top 10, but he's actually starting his lap now. So this is a key one. Is the Ferrari driver going to be outside the top 10 to start? It's not going to be ideal for him at all because of the wet weather that we are going to have. There's Riley coming out the pits. He's got to let him through, as he does. Ferrari driver is through, but goes very deep into turn 1, and that could be invalidated for Astronauti. I think it might be as well. I think it is. Astronauti invalidated at turn 1, but he's got enough time to go for another run, at least one more. I don't know if he's got enough time to go for any more. J Ghost is... That was bizarre. I think J Ghost has just pulled into the pit lane. Have we got anyone on a quick lap? We have Tarvo on a quick lap. Riley moves out of his way, so well done to Riley for moving out of his way there. Tarvo going a bit wide. I don't know if he's... Oh, he has invalidated. And he had time to go for another run, but I don't know if he had the fuel. That is very dangerous from Tarvo. Very, very dangerous. Right in the middle of the track. I put that on board. That's really, really dangerous. If you're going to retire in the pit lane, because now he's just blocked his own teammate. He's just... luckily his teammate wasn't on a lap, but that is very, very dangerous from Tarvo. That... Wow. Wow. You got to make sure no one's near you when you do that, and in qualifying you can't make sure of that because everyone comes around so quickly. But let's just go back to the action with Golden Falcon coming through what is turn 4. A famous Ferrari crashed here a couple of years ago. Ferrari have never won here. Mercedes have won every single Grand Prix here. I think I'm right in saying it's 2 for Lewis Hamilton, 2 for Nico Rosberg, or it's 3 for Hamilton and 1 for Rosberg, and then 1 for Bottas as well. Can't remember exactly. Or the Falcon goes a bit wide out of whatever corner that is, turn 10 I think, or turn 9. Turn 9. But let me just have a look. 2015 Russian Grand Prix was won by Verstappen goes on to pole with a 30.7, but I think he won't have another chance. It was Lewis Hamilton, so it's 3 wins for Hamilton at this track in real life. 1 for Rosberg, 1 for Bottas, but all 5 for Mercedes. So the top 4 have all retired. They haven't been able to improve. So Verstappen on pole as it stands. Here comes Falcon. Can Falcon beat him? He cannot. Falcon only into 4th place. Has he got enough to go for another lap? I don't know. Has Falcon got enough to get one last flying lap in? Ellen West goes up to 4th, so Falcon back down to 5th now. Tim Veg, he's just on the start of a lap. Mystic Man, also on the start of a lap. Motoristi, towards halfway around the lap. Riley goes into 11th, but lots of people far around the track. J Ghost invalidated again. He can't improve, so we're going to go with Falcon. Can Falcon get enough? Does he have enough ERS to go higher up the grid? He's now 5 attempts off the pole in 5th position. Very good lap from Ellen West to get him up to 4th. And Max Wheatley now down to 6th. He had a very good start to the qualifying, but couldn't quite get that final lap in. Either Tarvo or Ari. I think they all invalidated, Tarvo especially. But Verstappen said his lap and Falcon's made a mistake. That is all over for Falcon. Falcon will not be starting on pole, and the maximum he can get from this qualifying is a 5th position. Not good for the Ferraris. Astronauti down in 16th place. These two are battling for the constructors. The Saubers, oh, Motoristi jumps up to 9th. The Saubers 2nd and 11th. Riley in place of Mills for today. He is in 11th. Tim Veg across the line 7th place. So Falcon, not the worst thing possible. He is going to start, well, minimum of 6. Here with J Ghost, the last one to come round and set a lap. Is it valid? Because I know he struggled to keep these valid on the last couple of attempts. Is this going to be valid? A valid lap time from J Ghost it is, and he might have set the exact same time as Falcon, you know. He's gone 6th place, so he is behind Falcon, but I feel like he set the exact same time as the Ferrari, but he is just behind, so Max Wheatley drops down to 7th because of that. J Ghosts will be 6th. Yeah, no, they were 2 Golden Falcon and J Ghosts. But there you have your qualifying. Verstappen pulls it out of the bag to put it on pole. I can't remember I don't think he's had a pole position all season. So that is the first pole position for Force India this season. Ari in 2nd place, Tarvo in 3rd, Ellen West 4th, Falcon championship leader down in 5th, J Ghost 6th, Max Wheatley 7th, Tim Veg 8th, Mystic Man 9th, Motoristi 10th, Dark Ninja 11th, Riley in 12th, Kyle in 13th, Ehanen in 14th, Olsen Senegal in 15th, Swedemer in 16th, and the other Ferrari of Astronauti will be starting from the back of the grid in 17th position. Now, I've been told it's a full wet race. Hennen has managed to get back in, but will he be able to take control of his car? That is the real question. Will the Red Bull be able to do the race? I think we also have Ultimate. He has joined. I don't know what car he's in. Well, he's in the Haas normally, but I don't know what car he'll be in for this race. If he manages to get put in the Haas, that's ingenious from Codemasters. But we will now wait for the drivers to select their strategy. As you can see, it's pouring it down. I don't know if it's inters or wets, but I've been told wets. So I'm assuming wets. But in all honesty, the rain, it looks heavy, but not like too heavy. It's not like monsoonal conditions. That's the word. I think the drivers are on the intermediates. I can't quite tell. Let's have a look. They are on the intermediates. So I didn't think it was that heavy. Ultimate is in the Toro Rosso, but ignore that. He is in the Haas. He's in the Haas, not the Toro Rosso. But yeah, everyone on inters. We have no forecast of whether it's going to dry up, so we will just have to wait and see. But as you can see, Verstappen leading the way for the first time this season in the on the formation lap. Ari and Tavo close behind. These three fairly close in the championship. Verstappen only 1 point ahead of Tavo, and Ari's not far. He's only 15 points above Verstappen. So if Ari has a tough race today and Verstappen wins, Verstappen could leapfrog him back into second. But Tavo never out of the running, so we'll just have to see how this goes. We have Ellen West in 4th. I can't remember what his best qualifying is, but that is definitely up there. I don't think he's qualified in the top 3, so that is saying so far. His best finish for Ellen West is a 6th place at Singapore, and before that he finished 7th at Monza. So this is the highest up the grid I think he's been all season, so we'll have to wait and see. As you can see, Falcon going through the backdrop there, and Jay Ghosts in 6th as well, doing a very good job. Max Wheatley 7th, Tim Veg 4th, I think he's 5th in the championship, and he's down in 8th right now. Mystic Man, the other Force India, in 9th. But here we have Astronauti fighting for a Constructors' Championship. Down at the back, 17th. He's on the back row, so he can afford to go very conservative into turn 1. But who knows if he's going to do that. But yeah, he really needs to pick up some points today and hope that Riley does not. There was a Ghost Red Bull, and I think that is Ehenen, and I don't think he's been able to get in the car. Unfortunately, I think we're going to be without him for this formation lap, and I think the rest of the race. I think his Ghost car will pull into the pit. No, his Ghost car's coming around to form on the grid. We'll just have to wait and see. But Verstappen on pole. Ehenen is joining the grid, so I don't know if he's going to be able to let him race. We'll have to see. I don't know. But here we have 5 red lights here at Sochi, and they are usual. Here we go. They are out at the Sochi Autodrome, and Ehenen is in his car. That's good news for him. But Verstappen, dreadful start, down to 3rd, down to 4th, Verstappen. Oh, there's a massive crash, massive crash. There's 3 cars out already. 3 cars are already out of this Grand Prix. There was about 6 cars involved as well. Motoristi, Ehenen and Riley all out. But Tavo leads his Grand Prix from Ari. Verstappen now back into 4th. There's another crash. And there's Max Wheatley round with Tim Veg as well. That was a collision with Ellen West, I want to say. Slight contact there. Dark Ninja now out in this Grand Prix. A lot of collisions at the start of this race, and a lot of drivers down the field. Falcon not made him a move, but Astronauti already up 7 positions. There's been no safety car called out for that, and I'm a bit baffled why. That is a safety car moment if one needs to. Max Wheatley is actually going in the right direction. I don't know if he's got that much damage, so he's carried on going, but yeah, if he's got damage, that might be a problem. But he's managed to keep it going, and fair play to him. He's actually back past Astronauty now. Astronauty has no front wing, so Astronauty now down. He made such a good start, avoided all the incident, but now he's got no front wing, so that is a massive problem for the Ferraris to fix. Zuidema dropping positions as well, and the two Renaults down at the back of the field after collisions as well. I think Kyle was caught up with the one on the main straight, and oh, look at Falcon trying it on LM West. We're going to go on board for this one. Can he get close enough to into the final corner? No, he cannot. Look at the McLaren in the background as well. But as I was saying, I think those Renaults, one was on the pit straight, the other was in turn 4. If we betted that in F2, I wouldn't be happy. But Astronauty has a 5-second stop go for corner cutting. He's in the pits actually. Max is also pit. And look at Falcon. He's looking for it. He can't quite get it. I think they've all cut the final corner. Mystic Man also pits. So yeah, that's really, really, really hampered a lot of people's races. 4 people out, 5 in the pits. That's 9 people out of the 18. Half the grid has been affected from that race start. But we've still got Falcon's actually dropped. Well, he's actually got past Ellen West now. So the front is kind of split up, except from these 3. Everyone except you and me, RJ. Well, I better beat you then. If that's one of the rules. Oh, well, at least I get a second. That's my best result. But yeah, now the front of the field. Tarvo's raced away, 3.7 seconds in the lead. Verstappen down in 3rd, losing 2 positions on. He lost actually 3 positions on that first lap before LM West tagged. I want to say Max Wheatley and Tim Veg got involved, but there was a bit of contact on my screen. But Jay goes right on the back of Falcon, so this McLaren is not going to be put down easily. Hasn't really had a chance to attack Falcon there, as you can see Verstappen going through in the foreground. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one from this point on. Tarvo racing away at the start, but is that going to burn out his tyres? Obviously, round here, not a big factor. Falcon goes a bit wide. This could give Jay Ghost a chance, and it does. Jay Ghost is past, but just out the final corner. Now, Falcon has a slipstream down the straight, but in the wet, it's not going to give him that much of an advantage. Jay Ghost pulls to the inside. Can he defend from the championship leader? Falcon goes right round the outside, bit off the track, but I think he is just ahead. I think Falcon is going to be ahead, and Jay Ghost, yeah, bit offline. Can't really do anything for that. I got collected. It isn't a good race. It wasn't a good race start. There was a lot of collisions. Not much anyone out the back could have really done about that. But turn our eyes to the front as Falcon goes wide again. He's really struggling, I think, in braking maybe to get the car slowed down when he turns in. But LM West falling slightly back from these guys, and the front 4, the gaps are quite big. But Jay Ghost right on the back of Falcon, who is in 4th. Have we got any battles further down the field? We have actually got Astronauty and Tim Veg battling. We'll watch this as Tim Veg goes back up the inside. Oh, Astronauty's gone. Astronauty's been sent into the wall. That is Kvyat style. I think it was just a bit of a tank slapper from Tim Veg. Not much he could have done, and Astronauty's couldn't go anywhere either. I think not much. No way he could have avoided that. Neither of them could have avoided that. Tim Veg just a tiny tank slapper in the middle of the corner and in the wet. That makes it so much worse. Falcon again makes a mistake. Jay Ghost is going to be ahead as we head into the final 2 corners, but Falcon going to do what he did last time. Got the slipstream in that number 5 Ferrari, I think he is. So he is Vettel, literally. Never had a wet Grand Prix round here, I don't think, but that doesn't matter. All that matters is who's going to win the first wet Grand Prix at Russia. Well, the first race of the weekend. Oh, Falcon around the outside. He's going to get forced off. He's going to get forced off, and Jagos is going to be up into 4th. Fairly 4th. I think Jagos had the corner. Falcon tried it and didn't really have enough of his car around the outside. But I think that was fair to squeeze him. Max Wheatley with a time penalty down in 10th place. He's lost 3 positions, unfortunately for him. Ultimate actually managed to avoid all of that, and he's up 10 positions from the start, so well done to him. Astronauty, retirement, still made up 3 positions, so I guess that's a good job. But yeah, Jagos now starting to pull away from Falcon, so I think Falcon really not the quickest in the wet here. Tarvo still pulling away, 6.4 seconds the gap at the top. Mystic Man with a 3-second time penalty. Penalty's easy to get around here even in the wet, so that's something drivers will have to look out for. But yeah, at the moment, only 3 cars not getting points that are finishing. It's Mystic Man and the 2 Renaults. But here we have this really weird onboard camera with Jagos. I don't particularly like this camera, but he is a second ahead of Falcon now. Now, these intermediates, they will probably they could actually do no stops around here, as it is Russia. It's fairly easy. You could take probably the hypersofts all the way, so you could probably take intermediates all the way, definitely. So, and obviously they don't have to pit in the wet. But yeah, Falcon getting left behind by this McLaren now. Maybe he's just saving ERS, but Verstappen starting to reel in Ari. And Ari losing time in front, so that is another battle I have to watch out for. Will Jagos be able to catch up to these 2 as well? He is he's driving a very good race so far, up 2 positions from the start. So yeah, we'll have to see. I think this is his best race so far. I did say where he was. I think I think I did. Let's have a look. No, Jagos has yet to finish a Grand Prix. He has retired from both Hungary and from Belgium and Singapore. But right now he's up in 4th place, so he's doing very, very well, and actually starting to reel in Verstappen. So this could be good for Jagos in that McLaren. Reserve driver filling in for Erling Dang today, and yeah, doing a very good job. Falcon struggling, but yeah, Tarvo is the one leading the race. For him, that's a good thing, as it stops Ari. But if Verstappen can get past Ari, that would be even better. Ari is the closest one, 61 points off Falcon. So if it stays as it is, Ari only gains 8 points. But if Ari ends up going into the lead of this race, which I know, 8.3 seconds, probably going to be a struggle to catch that unless Tarvo has an incident. But Tarvo fastest lap after fastest lap, so I think he is really pushing. His tyres towards the end of the race might not be in the best condition, but as it stands, well, yeah, Tarvo going to pull himself back up the championship, definitely, bring himself maybe back into contention. 15 points gained on the leader is not a bad day's work, but no real close battles at this point. That is your closest battle. Falcon and Jagos, who are 1.6 seconds apart. Ellen West has lost a lot of time. I don't know what. He seems to be missing some front wing, and he is missing some front wing. So he collided with a barrier somewhere. That's what I feel has gone on with that Toro Rosso. But now Jagos, he is reeling in Verstappen. 2.4 seconds now the gap. 2.2 as we come into the second sector. So Jagos doing a very good job. Just taking his time, really, to do this. And there is a safety car. Safety car. Oh, Ultimate has retired. Where is this? There is debris down at towards turn 2. Where is his car? He hasn't passed it yet. I'm going to go on board with Max Wheatley just to see where Ultimate's car is. It is at turn 4. He has probably had a tank slapper at turn 4 then. Lost the rear into the wall. Fun enough, in a Toro Rosso. So, but yeah, safety car deployed, and that is going to really hurt Tarvo. And now, if I was one of the front guys, I might be tempted to pit. Oh, Tarvo hits a wall. Oh, I think he's. Oh, Max Wheatley is sped under the safety car, but Tarvo hit a wall there. Very close to getting damage. I think he survived, but he is. This is going to really hurt him, with Aru now going to be right on the back of the Mercedes man. The other Mercedes, yeah, stop go, I think that was. But yeah, now we have the safety car. 12 cars left in this Grand Prix out the 18 that started. And as I said, they are pitting. J Ghost is pitting, as is Falcon, the championship leader. Anyone else going to follow them in? I think maybe LM West. LM West is going to. And that is going to be for a front wing change. Falcon isn't for a front wing change. What about J Ghost? How quickly can they get him out? Can they get him out in front of that Ferrari? They can. So J Ghost out in front of the Ferrari. Olsen Senegal also comes into the pit lane. And there is the front wing change for that Toro Rosso. They are going to get jumped by Zweden. And Max Wheatley gets another stop-go for speeding under safety car. He is really struggling to keep his speed down. I don't quite understand how. But Max Wheatley is also going to pit. And he will have to serve a... I don't know if it was a drive-through or stop-go. There are mechanics out for him, so I'm assuming it's a... No, it's just that he can't serve the drive-through under safety car conditions, so he is completely off scot-free. For now, well, no, but he will have to serve. Was it 2 drive-throughs? Let's just quickly have a look. Max Wheatley. Oh, it doesn't tell me on there. Max Wheatley. Let's have a look. Yeah, 2 drive-throughs, which you have to serve. So that is going to put him miles last once the safety car comes in. But look at that now. These 3 very close to each other. The other's trying to gain. There's J Ghosts. Just trying to keep temperature in his tyres, which is actually pushing right now is actually a very smart idea. Pushing under the safety car. Burn some fuel. Then you can probably burn some fuel under the safety car because lower fuel mixes in the wet are actually better. So if he can burn some fuel now, he sets himself up for very nice traction for the rest of the race. But he is starting to reel in the leaders, who are just on the pit straight. That's a bit dangerous from Tavo there. There is Kyle coming out of the pits, and he is... I think he's just avoided going a lap down. Kyle has just avoided going a lap down, so very well played to Kyle there to get out in front of the safety car. But is the safety car going to wait for him now to get all the way around? I don't know if it is. J Ghosts catching up to this, but is Max Wheatley now on the back straight, so he's very far behind. But Kyle managed to get, yeah, he did get out in front of that safety car, but now he has to push like hell if he can close up as much as possible. He will be ahead of Max, you feel, but can he get on the back of his teammate by the end of this safety car? Well, who knows? It's probably won't come in this lap because Max is quite far behind. So I'm assuming it will stay up to lap 9. Will Kyle be able to catch up in that time? Who knows? We'll have to see. If the safety car goes a bit slower, maybe he can catch up. But yeah, who knows? Max Wheatley pits. Is he trying to serve a stop-go? Does he not know he can't serve it in the... Oh no. Oh no, 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 no! No, 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 no. Max does not realise he can't serve the stop-go in the safety car conditions as... What's the penalty? What's the penalty if he serves a stop-go in safety car conditions? Because it's a safety car. You're not going to lose many places, are you? So, what? There's no point in that. I don't know. But they are starting to bunch back up. Safety car staying out, I want to say. Let's have a look. Yeah, safety car is staying out. Lights have not gone off it. And Tavo in 8th gear there. But where is Kyle in comparison? Kyle has just crossed the finish line, so I do not know if he's going to be able to catch up in time. Tim Veg only at the start of that straight, so these guys very, very far behind as they're coming through towards the final corner now. The safety car is going to stay out, but how long is it going to come in on lap 9, or will it stay out another lap? Because Tim Veg yet to catch up. Max hasn't caught up, but that's because he pit again. I'm not quite sure. If he pits again, that's going to really, really hamper him because he's going to be miles behind. We'll have to wait and see as they come down the pit straight again. Whereas Kyle, at the end of Sector 1... Okay, so he's only managed to pull away a sector. He needs to be pushing at this point to try and get back in this race. these couple of laps need to be flat out for him, really, if he has any chance of getting points from this race. But we'll have to see if he can manage that. Max Wheatley coming towards the final sector. Where are the leaders? The leaders are coming through turn 4. Max Wheatley, does he try and pit again? Who knows, but my advice is don't pit, because it won't let you serve it under the safety car. You can serve it after the safety car ends, but what does Max do? He does stay out. Way, he's learnt that he can't serve it. But they've just come through sector 1, and Kyle is in sector 3. So actually, he is gaining a bit of time now. He will not be able to gain them by the end of lap 9. Let's be real. But he is slowly eliminating the gap. Max Wheatley 46 seconds behind still. But Kyle, yeah, he's just, I don't think he's pushing all that hard, which is a problem because he needs to be, realistically. Is the safety car going to come in this lap? Tavo getting very close to the safety car there. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's still a disqualification if you hit the safety car, so he needs to watch out. And you can see Ari just going side and side, and the safety car is in. So that's not good for Kyle and Max. Max is going to be last in this Grand Prix by a long way after he serves both drive-throughs. But the top 10 all together for this safety car restart. Who is going to get the best launch? Obviously, Tavo can tell the rest of them when to go. He can kind of... what's the word I want? No, you only get a warning for hitting the safety car. Oh, it's only a warning now. Okay. But now Tavo backing up the field a lot as the safety car does enter the pit lane. The lights have now gone green and Tavo is away. Tavo goes before the penultimate corner. Verstappen getting a bit out of shape into the... Oh, Jay Ghost around the outside. Tries to force a move on Verstappen. Can't really get it done. Tavo still in the lead. Ari, can he challenge down the straight? He is slipstreaming. Falcon gets past Jay Ghost now. Jay Ghost side by side. Jay Ghost pushed a bit wide. Managed to save it. So well done to Jay Ghost there. Ari couldn't really close up enough. But Jay Ghost very late on the brakes. Oh, too late on the brakes. And he's going to have to concede that position to Falcon. Max into the pits now. Has it let him serve it? This time it has. So Max now serving the first stop go of his race. But Jay Ghost lost a position there, trying to overtake Verstappen. In the background, Tim Veg falling a bit back, but Mystic Man trying a move on Zuidema. And Zuidema does go a bit wide, so Mystic Man now, can he hold that position? He is ahead. He is ahead. So Mystic Man moves up to 8th place. He's moved up one position in this race. Also in Senegal, 7th place. Very good drive from him so far, up to 8 places. But the gap between Verstappen and the top 2 is already pulled away. And if Tavo pulls away, like he did before, then I can't see anyone stopping him at all. But Jay Ghost's now got a look behind him to LM West. He has a look. Oh, Golden Falcon with a 3-second time penalty. So that's going to hamper Falcon. If he cannot get out of this train, he will drop quite a few positions there. Not really on the back of Verstappen either, so not really charging through the field. But up to 4th, he did gain a position on that lap, so he needs to really get back onto that podium. Tavo sets the fastest lap of the race, and he's already 1.6 seconds ahead, so... Oh, was that Falcon? No, that was... No, it was Falcon with a little bit of a tank slapper on the exit of the final corner, but look at LM West now. LM West is gaining on Jay Ghost slightly, not anymore. Ghost can't really do anything, stuck behind Verstappen, and LM West lost a bit of time. But now Mystic Man is looking at Olsen Senegal, who goes a bit wide. Can Mystic Man challenge him around the outside? Let's have a look. No, Mystic Man is behind still. He goes for a switchback. Mystic Man is side by side with Olsen Senegal and ahead of the Red Bull driver. And into 7th place. So very good move from Mystic Man. Held back and did the switch into turn 5. Very good move from him. And now he has to push on to try and catch on to the back of this train. Olsen Senegal has a look. We can't really get anything done. Saying that, Tim Veg now trying to close up to Zuidema. And Max Wheatley I don't think he served his second stop go, but he's already overtaking Kyle. I don't know what has happened to Kyle in this race. He just has no pace. Kyle, really struggling. He's lost a lot of time. I don't know if he's spun or something, but he's lost a lot of time. Well, yeah, I think he's lost about... I don't know how many seconds he's lost, let's be honest. I don't know if he's lost any time, actually. I might be lying. But now Jay Ghost still on the back of Falcon, and Ellen West actually fallen back from these two, so it is just these two battling for position. Falcon second behind Verstappen, and Ellen West a second and a half back from Jay Ghost. So these two battling for position. Tim Veg, does he get it done? He does. Very good move. That's a very difficult corner to make a move. But look at Jay Ghost here. He gets a decent run out the final corner. Can he challenge Falcon into the first technical corner of this track? He is gaining in the slipstream. He's going to pull to the outside, I feel. Is he going to have enough? Last time he tried to do this on the brakes, he was very deep. Falcon's going to squeeze him. Falcon gets another penalty. So not good for Falcon as well. He loses the position to Jay Ghost. Jay Ghost didn't get a penalty for that. And Jay Ghost now up to 4th, trying to close up to Verstappen again. So Falcon, 2 penalties since the safety car came in. And now down to 5th place. So not going well for the championship leader. Max Wheatley does come into the pits for his second stop go of the race here on lap 12. We are not halfway through this race yet. Been a lot of incidents in this race. Left with 12 drivers. 5 retired. Well, 4 retired on lap 1. I think Astronauty retired on lap 2. Or lap 3. And Ultimate retired around lap 6, I want to say. But now we have Jay Ghost within a second of Verstappen. He's really on a charge in this race. He's doing very well. Trying to close up to Verstappen. He was right behind Verstappen, obviously, at the safety car restart. Lost that position to Falcon after he tried to make a move on Verstappen. Verstappen just forced him out at the penultimate corner. But now he's trying to make up for that and doing very well now. 7 tenths the gap. He is on a mission to try and get not only his, what I think is his first point score. Yeah, it is his first point score, but not only that, it could be his first podium in the division. Tarvo already 3 seconds up the road, but obviously a few of these guys have fresher rubber. I think Jay Ghost and Falcon and Ellen West have fresher rubber than the guys in front, so that might be benefiting them as well. It's not really benefiting Falcon all that much, but it's definitely benefiting Jay Ghost, so you can see, using a lot of ERS. I don't know if this track is an ERS heavy track, but yeah, he's definitely gaining on Verstappen. And that middle to final sector is where he really gains a lot of time. So we'll have to keep an eye on this McLaren. Look how much time he's gained through there. 6 tenths the gap. He is rapidly closing up to this Force India. 5 tenths as we come into the second sector split. Now, we have to say something about Jay Ghost. We've seen quite a few times in this race, he has managed to outbrake himself going for a move late on the brakes. So if he does that and loses position, I don't think it's the end of the world. So if he outbrakes himself, as long as he doesn't collect the car, I think he's perfectly fine. Because he's managed to recover all these time. Now 6 tenths behind Verstappen. Now at this point, I'd be saving a bit of ERS to try and charge down the main straight and get Verstappen. Because you can see Ari in the distance there. He's not too far off either. So Jay Ghost has got a real good opportunity of this podium. Mystic Man now on the back of Ellen West. So do I want to watch that or do I stay on this battle? I'm going to stay on this battle for the time being, as he gets right up behind the Force India. The rear diffuser of that Pink Panther. Oh, Falcon sliding across the track. Manages to save it. But Jay Ghost 3 tenths behind, 4 tenths behind. He's got a real crack down to turn 1 now. And if he can keep it late on the brakes, if he's got enough ERS, he has got enough ERS. He has saved enough during that lap to push down this pit straight. Has he got enough slipstream to overtake Verstappen into turn 1? He pulls to the inside and he can't quite get it done. But he is right up Verstappen's rear end. And he's not going to have a fun time with that, I don't think. Verstappen switching to the other Force India, who's just picked up a penalty, trying to overtake the Toro Rosso of Ellen West. Jay Ghost is past Verstappen because Verstappen has made a mistake. Verstappen has slid through turn 4 and Jay Ghost and Falcon both go through. Sorry for not catching that incident on camera, but I thought that battle was over for the time being, for at least a lap. But Verstappen now loses 2 positions in 1 corner as he makes a bit of a mistake through turn 4, down to 5th place. But now Jay Ghost is in that magic position. Mystic Man up the inside of turn 9. Very good move from him on LM West, and the Toro Rosso driver just has to stick behind. So Mystic Man now up to 6th place in this Grand Prix, 3 places up. So very good driving from him. But Jay Ghosts now in that podium position, and now he sees that Sauber in front of him. Can he gain enough to be on the back of that Sauber? Now it seems to me like this track is drying up, so could that throw another curveball at us? And that could completely change it, because Tarvo was not the quickest. Well, he might be in the quickest driver in the dry, but we never got a chance to see his final lap. I think he was. I don't think he was provisionally on pole. I think Ari was provisionally on pole. Tarvo was on the first lap, was about 5th. So that could change it up. If we do have a switch to dries, it could completely change this race. Olsen Senegal and Tim Veg both pitting. Let me just check what this is for. It is just a mandatory pit stop, I think. No, it's for the dries. It is for the dries, and those are ultra softs going on Olsen Senegal's car, and also ultra softs going on Tim Veg. They both got front wing damage. So is this a crossover period? It looks like it's drying up so much. I don't know if it's going to go back to dries, but it looks like it's drying up so much. And you can see Jay Ghost is still closing on Ari. He's been very good in this wet period. He's been excellent. Tarvo's still pulling away, but yes, it does. It looks like it's completely dry out there now. And yeah, these guys are surely going to have to pit this lap. But look at it. It looks completely dry. There's a bit of spray. Look how much little spray there is on those tyres. Those tyres are going to overheat really, really quickly. And this gives a chance to Jay Ghost, as he's further down the pit lane, as is Ari. Well, Ari's going to be last. Actually, this benefits Ari in this pit stop, because the McLaren can't really hold him up. No one's going to really hold him up, other than maybe Tarvo. But it just depends on how quickly Tarvo can get served. Is Tarvo going to come into the pits? He is not. Tarvo is staying out. Tarvo stays out. What are the others going to do? Ari stays out as well. Are they all staying out? Yeah, they are. They're all staying out. So maybe they know something I don't. But all of them staying out for the on the inters. Maybe they don't think it's dry enough yet, or maybe it's going to rain again. We just have to wait and see. But now Jay Ghost within a second of Ari, and it does look like it's going to get to a point where the DRS gets enabled here, and he can really attack this Sauber. 6/10 now the gap. He's going to be in second place, I reckon. If it does go dry, I reckon he'll get second. He's doing through turn 4. You can see how much he's actually gaining through that corner. That's a great onboard shot to see how much he's gaining, but he's lost a bit of time there, going a bit wide at the exit of the corner. 7/10 now the gap, but he is right there, and this is a fantastic opportunity for Jay Ghost. As long as he keeps his nose clean, I reckon he can actually come away with this podium. Lap 16, there's only 11 laps left, so, and DRS is enabled, so maybe they stuck. Maybe if it's going to rain again, they made the right decision. But if they were going to switch to dries anyway, I think they left it a lap too long, and a lot of people could have pushed and been ahead of Tarvo. Maybe reeled in 5 seconds in a lap. But we'll just have to wait and see. What lap time did Tarvo do on the last lap? He did a 46.5. Actually, that's not that bad. But oh, you saw there, Jay Ghost went for a move on Ari, couldn't get it done. Now lost a bit of time, obviously, after he went for that. But are they going to pit this lap? Tarvo does pit this lap, so I think they did leave it 1 lap too long. And they are going to enter the pits now for these dry tyres. Now, who is going to massively benefit? I think one of the Force Indians might massively benefit from this. Mystic Man definitely won't, because he's going to get held. But it's Tarvo doesn't get held. He just gets out in front of that Sauber. But now Jay Ghost and Ari right at the end of the pit lane. They're not going to get held up. Oh, Jay Ghost in the pit. Is it going to pit him? Yeah, it does pit him. Oh, he's right behind that. Oh, no, it's lagged him back. He's not right behind that cell. But Mystic Man going to get held up massively. He's going to drop. Is he going to drop behind LM West? LM West getting a front wing change, so he is not going to drop behind LM West. Max Wheatley with a penalty. But the order stays the same, and Jay Ghost has lost a slight bit of time to Ari. But yes, I think these guys left it one lap too long to make their pit stop. And these guys could have really gained. Tavo, bit closer, 4.6 seconds, but he obviously wasn't the quickest in the drives. What are these guys pit onto? That is the real question now. What are these guys pit onto? They are all, well, most of them are on the Ultra Softs. Jay Ghost went for the Hyper Softs, so, and he actually picks up a penalty there, so not good for Jay Ghost. But he has gone on the Hyper Softs, thinking, okay, 11-ish laps. They can make it to the end. Kyle now pitting for the dries, but also Mystic Man and LM West went on the hypers as well, but they've lost a lot of time in the pits, mainly because LM West got a front wing change and Mystic Man get held up by his teammate. But Jay Ghost isn't really gaining on Ari all that much now. Yeah, the gap's kind of neutralised. Maybe it's because of the tyre difference. Maybe it was the tyre difference that he was reeling him. Obviously, he pit for fresh inters under this safety car. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's going to take a bit of time to warm up these hypersofts, but I just don't know. At this point, what is going to happen? Is Jay Ghost going to be able to hold on for not only a maiden point score, but a maiden podium? Reboots. Speak English. Maiden podium. Boom. Said it. The hardest word I've ever said. But there we go. Jay Ghosts. I don't know how many penalties the front guys have. I will just check that for you. Tavo on 2 warnings. Ari also on 2 warnings. Jay Ghosts on 1 penalty. But I think he got another warning on that. Falcon got 2 penalties. Verstappen on 1 penalty. Mystic Man on 3 penalties. Tim Veg sets another fastest lap of the race, so he's really pumping in those fastest laps, now up to 8th, so Tim Veg was at the back of this field with his teammate before the safety car, and now he is in 8th place. Wiedemer picks up a penalty, but yeah, Jay Ghost, fantastic drive so far. Tavo is being reeled in, actually, very slowly from Ari. It's now 4 seconds, the gap. It was 4.6 before. Have they got enough laps? Can they do enough in the next 9 laps to reel Tavo in enough so that it makes it interesting down to the line? Because obviously Jay Ghost is the only one out of the front 2 who have a penalty. Tavo and Ari are both 1 penalty away, so it could make it 1 warning away. So it could make it extremely exciting for the end. And Falcon and Verstappen still in there, not close to these guys, well, not particularly close to these guys, but 1 mistake, and there we go, 1 mistake, and they are right back in it. Ari with a penalty. Look at Tavo. Jay Ghost set the fastest lap of the race, so he's got these hypersofts up to speed now. Can he get in front of Ari either this lap or the next? I don't think he's going to be able to do it this lap. He's quite far behind. Look at that. That's some dive bomb if he can make it. He did close it quite a lot in the braking. Mystic Man with another penalty, but he is closing up that gap rather quickly, and I have a feeling this time next lap that gap might be expanding. Mainly because I feel like Jay Ghost might have overtaken the Sauber. As you can see, there is your 4th and 5th place of Falcon and Verstappen. 1st and 3rd in the championship. But Verstappen, as it stands, is dropping down to 4th. So he was 2nd, I think, before last week, and now he is. Well, no, I think he was 2nd before Monza, and now he's down to 4th. So he is. This is probably his best race in the last couple of weeks, maybe since the break, but he just can't catch a break, let's be honest. He's done a very good job today, but Jay Ghost still 5 tenths the gap. Can he close enough? Can he stay with Ari through this final sector to have a nice run down the straight? LM West gets another penalty. Jay Ghost gets another penalty for running wide there. That was a very easy one to avoid, and yeah, that's put some. Well, as it stands, he's still getting that podium, I think. But does he have enough to get ahead of Ari? Ari's still beating him anyway. But does he have enough down the straight? The DRS will be enabled. Verstappen sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, so he is in there. But does he have enough with the slipstream, with the DRS, the flaps open, down to turn 1? He's going to go for it. Jay Ghost up the inside. He does make that move, and he is ahead of the Sauber into second place. Jay Ghost, fantastic. Great move into turn 1. And now he pushes. 3 seconds the gap to Tavo, and he's got exactly the right tyres to push now. Now, because the rain is completely gone. Is this your boy Ross? That's what I'm going to say. But, someone found out my real name. It's not hard. But, anyway, Jay Ghost, fantastic move into second place now. And on a real charge. Look, he's reeling in Tavo at a rate of knots. The gap before the safety car, as you can remember, was six laps in. Tavo was already about 9 seconds up the road. And then after the wet period, Ellen West is retired. Ellen West has retired from this Grand Prix. He's running very high up the order, but now he's not going to get any points at all. That's going to push Max Willie into the points, but he's got to hold off Kyle. But, oh, Ari goes for a massive dive. He actually made that stick. He is, no, Jay goes around on the outside. I can't really get the camera angle. But Ari is ahead, is he? Jay goes still there. Massive dive from Ari, and Jay Ghost had to avoid that, but he has made it stick, Ari. But what I was going to say, yeah, I've completely forgotten what I was going to say now. What was my train of thought? Lost it. But this is not going to help Ari either, as now Jay Ghost is going to have the slipstream. He's going to go to the outside. He's not afraid to make a move around the outside. He backs out of it. Will he have the toe? He gets another penalty! Jay Ghost, 9 seconds of penalty now. And that is maybe putting him off the podium, because Verstappen has just overtaken Falcon. As you can see in the background, Jay Ghost up the inside. Can he make it stick on Ari? No, he cannot. Backs out again. Ari, no, they're still side by side. He's still got his nose in there. And he does go up the inside. Ari going to get squeezed out. And Verstappen's in that battle now as well. Look at them. They are all converging on each other. Verstappen up the inside. Ari turns in. A bit of contact. Ari goes very wide. And he's going to hold on to that. Falcon now goes past Verstappen. And Falcon is up to 4th. Verstappen goes back past. This is manic. And Jay Ghost has been managed to get away. How can he push enough to get ahead of these guys enough? 6 seconds he needs at a gap to Ari. Because the other two have... He needs 3 seconds to the other guys. Safety car! Safety car! No, that is not good for Joe Ghost. Safety car again. But it is going to make it interesting, because these top 4 are really in a chance. Nelson Senegal has retired from this Grand Prix. And I just... Which... Oh, wait, the move on Verstappen? Or the one on Falcon? Because the one on Verstappen he has given back. But... What was I going to say? Oh! Jay Ghost is heading into the pits. Why is he heading into the pits? They're all heading into the pits. Why? I'm really confused. I know they're putting on fresh tyres, but I don't think... It doesn't really make that much sense. Fresh... It's got to be fresh hypers. We're having the same thing with Jay Ghost again. No, Jay Ghost is stuck. What happened then? Did he have a stop go? No, surely not. Jay Ghost did not have a stop go, did he? He has a lot of penalties, but I don't remember him getting a stop go. Okay. I'm a bit bizarre. I'm a bit baffled. He's lost positions to both Verstappen. Verstappen didn't pit, so he's lost positions to Ari, Falcon, Mystic Man, and saying that, Mystic Man now on the podium. So, well done to him. Kyle is now in the points, but they pit as well. Everyone's pit. I don't quite understand. With 5 laps to go, I would not be pitting if I was them, mainly because they had a great chance of winning this race. 5 of them battling for the lead. Now Jay Ghost is in a very difficult position, because now the safety cars come out, he's pit. He's now down in 7th. Now, if the 3 behind him can catch up, which I don't think he will, he's going to finish 7th because of his penalties. This is not good for Jay Ghost, not at all. He was on the podium and now he's looking at 7th place, so Yeah, those penalties have really cost him this race. He was only on 3 seconds and now he's on 9, so in the space of 2 laps he got 9, so yeah. But Verstappen has done excellent to get back into this position. Actually, who just pit? It wasn't Verstappen. No, none of the top 2 just pit. I think it was only Ari, Falcon, Jay Ghost, and the back 3 that pit. Look at Max. Max Wheatley's made 5 stops in this race, mainly because he tried to pit under the safety car. But let's have a look what tyres they are on. The top 2 are on Ultras. Mystic Man's on Hypers, but old Hypers. Ari and Falcon on Hypers, 1 lap old. Jay Ghost's on those. Jay Ghost, Tim Veg is on 8 lap old Ultras, and everyone else is on fresh Hypers. So this is basically the top 2 versus the world at this point, because they are now caught up. Jay Ghost has a lot of positions to make up and a lot of time to make up if he wants this podium. Let's just have a look on people around him. Tarvo, still no penalty. Verstappen, 2 penalties. Mystic Man actually has 4 penalties, so he's got a chance against Mystic Man. Ari has 1 penalty. Falcon has 2. And close to us another. And Tim Veg has none. So really, the only person he could beat without overtaking is Mystic Man. Mystic Man in a very bad position. Jay Ghost 7 going side by side there with right. Where are the other guys? They are, well, Kyle is coming through into turn 5 now, but is the safety car going to come in this lap? Because I think 1 more lap and those guys can catch up, but I think it is going to come in this lap. I just have that feeling that that safety car will enter the pit lane at the end of this lap and Tarvo can get proceedings underway. What are the stewards feeling? I think that's it staying out. I think that's the safety car staying out for yet another lap. So we're going to have 3 laps of racing here at the Sochi Autodrome to decide the win. Now at the moment, Tarvo is the only one out of the front lot, except from Tim Veg, that doesn't have penalty. And Tim Veg has 5 positions to gain if he wants to win this race. Both of them 1 penalty away. But actually, look at these guys. These guys have caught up massively, already on the back of the train. So Kyle, dead last, 40 seconds behind. Max Wheatley, 40 seconds behind. Now, in the battle, to get more points than just 9th and 10th. They were miles back, 12th, 11th. 40 seconds off the pace, off the next car in front, and now they're only a second, so they've got a real good chance to get some more points. I don't know about penalties, but I'm pretty sure Max Wheatley has served his stop goes. He's just got that. He's got 3 penalties. No, he did have stop go as well, and so did. Right, so they've both got 2 penalties plus a stop go, and I think they might have served the stop go as well, but I can't remember when they got the stop goes. When did they get the stop goes? Max Wheatley got it for speeding in the pit lane, so he hasn't served it. I think. Sorry, I'm checking this, but who am I looking for? I'm looking for Kyle. Kyle has served a stop go because he came into the pit, so he must have served the stop go. Whereas Max Wheatley has not served his stop go. So at the moment, Max Wheatley is finishing in 10th place. So cracking, have a very good qualifying. Got knocked down because he couldn't quite complete his lap. This is very nice for everyone except from Jay will drop down to 9th. Yeah, Jay Ghost, who was on the podium, now struggling. Nice lag. Obviously, he's saying that because there are red bars in front of their names. But I'm assuming if stewards are okay with it, the safety car will come in this lap, and we will have 3 laps of. Oh, Tarvo! Was that desync? Because Tarvo smacked the wall there. I think that's a bit of lag. But yeah, we are going for the 2nd safety car in this race. Russia, notorious probably for it. Well, normally for its safety cars, but Tarvo Lee is going to lead us away. But he has not been the quickest in the dry all weekend. Verstappen took the pole, so he is the fastest man in the dry conditions so far. Will Verstappen nick this win, get his first of the season? He got his first pole. Can he take his first win of the season? and put himself right back in this championship fight. We'll have to see. Falcon down in 5th, the championship leader. Oh, Tarvo goes very, very early again, and it's a very good start, but Verstappen still there. Can he get a good enough run on Tarvo? He's not going to they're not going to have DRS until the last lap of this Grand Prix. But Mystic Man now challenging his teammate. Mystic Man has a lot of penalties, so it's not the particularly wisest thing for Force Indias to be battling. But Verstappen sticks behind the Mercedes of Tarvo. Can he do anything? Can he do anything to stop this Merc going for a second win in a row? Tarvo. Tim Veg overtaken by J Ghost. J Ghost up to 6th. I told you he's got a lot of positions to make up. Max Wheatley with another penalty. Kyle trying to close up. You can see all the cars in that shot there. That is fantastic. All 10 cars in one shot. Kyle up the inside of Max Wheatley, and that is position made for Kyle. His first overtake, I think, all race, other than crashed cars. I think that is fantastic for Kyle. I have to salute him for not giving up, staying in this race, and now he's taking 2 points home. Well, that might not seem for much, but considering he was nearly half a lap down, like plumb last, and now he's in 9th and challenging. He's within a second of 7th, 6th. So we'll have to see. Verstappen right on the back of Tarvo for this final sector of the track. I think this is a prime time for this Force India. If he can get a good enough run out that final corner, he's got a great shot at overtaking Tarvo. If not this lap, maybe he sticks behind for the final lap of the Grand Prix. He's going to get feisty at the front. But who is going to take home the spoils? With 2 laps to go, we're probably going to see a fastest lap in these 2 laps. But Verstappen in this slipstream, he's not going to quite have the OP toe that he would have had the DRS stayed open. But I don't think he cares. He was 4th, 5th before the safety car. He's now challenging for the lead. Look at Ari. Tried it on Mystic Man. Mystic Man gets another penalty, so that is going to drop him even further down the order. Jay Ghost still in there, pulling away from Tim Veg. So I still think he'll drop below Tim Veg, but look at Verstappen up the inside. Verstappen into the lead of this Grand Prix on lap 26. Has he made it stick? Like Tarvo coming back at the Force India driver up the inside. I think Tarvo is going to keep that position. He's going to get that position back. Look at Mystic Man though. Mystic Man has a lot of penalties, but he's not showing out of it. Verstappen round the outside again, and I think that is the Force India driver back ahead. He's gonna. Oh, Ari round the outside. Can he keep that? Can Ari keep that against Mystic Man? He can. Falcon now up the inside of Mystic Man. Can he get that position done? J Ghost. They're gonna go 3 wide down the straight. They're bumping and barging into each other. This could get very, very feisty. J Ghost goes past Falcon. Does he? J Ghost goes very wide. He's going to keep that position. He gets another penalty for going wide. He got forced wide there. Max Wheatley makes a move on Kyle. Gets that done very nicely. Tim Veg battling with Zuidema in front of that. But Falcon gets a penalty as well now. So now J Ghost is battling for 4th, but he did get another penalty. These guys are all going to drop down the order. But Tarvo now 8 seconds behind, 9 tenths behind, and he's got Ari for company. I think he's got to look behind him rather than in front of him. Is Verstappen's bad luck going to end here? Is Verstappen's title charge going to reignite here at the Russian Grand Prix? We have 1 lap to go. Ari now overtakes Tarvo, and then now Ari 1 second behind, who's got the only chance really of overtaking this Force India for the race victory here in Sochi. This has been a manic Grand Prix from start to finish. A lot of drivers who have gone under the radar and done very well, but there are a lot of drivers who have done exceptionally well to drive back through the field. Verstappen took his first pole of the season. He is surely going to take home this race win. But these 3 still, these 2, well, Ari is catching him. Kyle gets a penalty. Still, he's back down to 10th now. Max Wheatley did get back past him, and he is not being able to get back past. But look at Ari now. 4 tenths the gap. Surely Verstappen has to cover from Ari. Ari did a massive lunge on J Ghost earlier in the race. Is he going to go for it here? No, he has to go to the outside. He can't get anything done. Verstappen defending for all his might. He wants this race victory. Ari on the outside. He is slightly ahead. Verstappen's gonna... Is he going to be able to hold this? Ari is ahead. Can Verstappen get enough of a run? No, I don't think he can. I think this race is going to go to Ari. Ari makes an overtake. Verstappen down the inside. There's contact. There's contact to the penultimate corner. And Ari and Verstappen have been spun around, and Tavo is going to take the lead of this race. Ari spins round to the final corner. Oh no, it's all gone pear-shaped for the Sauber driver. Tavo ends up winning the race. Oh no, massive controversy at the end of this race. Ari fourth. Verstappen would have been on for the race win, made contact with Ari, and Ari just desperately tried to hold on to that position. But I think that was Sweedemmer taking the podium in the McLaren. I think that's Sweedemmer. Tavo takes a second victory in a row. Verstappen unfortunately misses out on that victory. But I think that is Tim Veg in fifth position. And I think that's Sweedemmer in third. No, yeah, Tim Veg in second. Sweedemmer retired last week. That was his first race. And in his second race, I think that is a podium for the McLaren driver. That is a manic end if I've ever seen one. But what has happened? Yes, Tavo finishes first. Tim Veg takes second. Sweedemmer takes third. Ari and Verstappen after that last lap collision, fourth and fifth. Falcon down in sixth. Kyle manages to jump up to seventh. I have to applaud Kyle. That is great effort from Kyle to stay in that. Jay Ghost in eighth. I thought he drove a fantastic race, but just picked up too many penalties. Max Wheatley down in ninth, and Mystic Man actually finished up 10th. 11th was Olsen Senegal. LM West in 12th. Ultimate in 13th. Astronauty 14th. Dark Ninja 15th. Motoristi 16th. Ehanen 17th. And Riley in 18th. I think I'm not going to say anything on stream. There will probably be a lot of arguments late into the night about that, but that was the biggest controversy I've seen. Verstappen leading the race, got overtaken, went for a dive, failed. Ari went for a dive, failed. It's all gone manic. Tavo, is he the first driver to win twice in a row this season? No, Falcon did it, and Ari did it. Okay. But that is his fourth win, and it will jump him up to, definitely up to third. I don't know how far behind Ari he will be, but that gap between Falcon and everyone else has closed. But I would like to say thank you all for joining us for F3. F2 is in 40 minutes. I am out of breath. I've got to rest before that, so I don't crash myself. And I think it's Michael and Tom streaming today, F2. So they will see you in about 40 minutes.